Previously on the Sad Story of Samson.
Who are you?
I'm Matthew, I come straight from the mainland.
And he wasn't able to return home for several days. That must have been the last straw. Run? You mean like, escape?
We'll get you out of here, Neil. I can assure you of that.
You and your engine are coming with us.
Well, I'm Mike. Welcome to Arlesburgh West.
I'll arrange a transfer for you, Samson. That is all.
Hey Matthew, wanna hear a joke?
For the love of God, Charlie.
What's he doing here?
Huh?
Oof! I'm not sure if you're fit for the cooling plant. You have to keep your focus.
I understand. And now, the Sad Story of Samson, Part 3. I just can't seem to do anything right. Am I really too old to work? Am I really too old? Oh, things have really changed.
Is everything okay, Samson? You do look glum.
I just don't have what it takes, Arthur. Everything's so new and different and fast, and I'm just an old-fashioned museum piece.
Is that so, Samson? Looks like they'd better be putting you up for sale then.
Stow it, Diesel. Samson doesn't need this right now.
What kind of engine are you, anyway? I don't see a funnel on you.
You really mean to tell me you've never heard of a diesel engine?
It's true, Diesel. He's been locked away in a shed for a long time.
Well then, perhaps we should fill him in on what he missed while he was away.
Oh God, here we go again.
Nothing more and nothing less. It's a lucky thing for you that you've not yet been scrapped, but all of you steam engines must go at some point. Oh well, no time to chat. Goodbye, Samson.
That Diesel, what a horrid engine. I'm sorry, Samson.
Things have really gone south since 1914, huh?
I wasn't built way back then, but I have to agree with you. It was a nightmare getting out of England. But that's a story for another time, I guess.
I just want to find work, that's all.
I'm sure you will find somewhere to work. Say, you should try to look at Olmsted Castle. It's got two kind engines, Stephen and Millie, who would love to meet you. Maybe you would fit in there.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, Arthur.
It goes without saying that the Earl is very fond of engines like yourself. You would certainly fit in at the castle grounds.
I will have to ask the Topham Hat, but thank you for telling me.
Anything to help a friend in need, Samson. It's no trouble at all.
Samson asked the Fat Controller about Ulstead Castle, and when he said yes, he went off to Ulstead Castle the next morning. I think I'll see something like that. Oh my word. He's here. He's really here. Millie, we have company.
Oh my. Oh, is everything ready, Stephen? I haven't had a chance to be cleaned.
Oh, never mind that, Millie. Samson is here.
I'll bet he's very strong.
Strong enough to pull the express, I'm sure.
Well, okay, not that strong.
A tank engine? That's strange. The Earl told me we were expecting a grand engine.
Grand doesn't always mean big, Stephen.
Hello there. Have you seen the Earl around? I was told to see him. He's in the castle right now. Come on, I'll show you to him. Oh, sir! Sir Robert!
Oh dear! I'll be down in a minute, Stephen.
Whoops!
Good God, me and my clumsy hands. Surprised I haven't broken this entire castle yet.
Samson, well, hello there. You've arrived just in time to help me with this ambitious new project of mine.
Oh, there he goes again. You know, the last time he had an ambitious idea, he tried to build a dinosaur park.
Oh, you know me too well, Stephen. You know how easily I am inspired by the cinema.
What is this project exactly?
Oh, yes. Well, it's nothing special, just a visitor centre I've been trying to complete for ages. I hope you're up for it.
I think I am, sir.
Fantastic! I have a designer who needs to be picked up a Kronk station and delivered here. Would you be so kind as to fetch her for me?
Sure thing, I'll set off now.
Well done, Samson! Now if you'll excuse me, I have some paint blotches to choose from.
So, Samson, how are you liking the new and improved Northwestern Railway? A lot different than the old days, eh? You can say that again. Oh, believe me, I'll be the first one to understand that. I've seen more change than an engine should ever see in their lifetime. I just don't know if I'll ever find a place to be really useful, you know? You know, I was in your exact position not too long ago. I tried looking everywhere for work. The Blue Mountain Quarry, Brendam Docks, even an old abandoned mine. But then I found my home here at Ulstead Castle and I love it. And Millie and I make a great team. Well, I'm glad you two get along so well. Well, between you and me, I think you might be joining our crew permanently soon. I think that's why the Earl has brought you here. Well, I certainly hope so. It would be nice to take you under our wheel. It gets quiet around here sometimes, just Millie and I. We get other engines here often, but they don't stay long. In fact, I see some engines coming in now.
Trucks!
Come on, boys, we got 'em!
These trucks have been nothing but trouble the entire way.
I concur. Oh, these trucks have been unusually troublesome all the way from Wellsworth.
Just unload them so we can be rid of them soon.
Oh God, I don't want to have to take them all the way back.
Say, aren't you that engine that Henry found?
Yes, that's me.
My friend has heard about you and would like to meet you. He says you should remember him from long ago. His name is Matthew.
Matthew? Yeah, I sure remember him. He and I worked on the same railway. How did he get here exactly?
Something to do with a merger. He'll be up here with a passenger train sometime this afternoon, he said.
Well, thanks for telling me. I'll keep an eye out for him.
And just for the future, I'm Percy, and that's Norman. We'll be seeing you around.
I look forward to meeting you both again soon. Right then, let's go, Percy.
Right you are, Norman!
No, we will stay! We'll pay you out. Come on, guys, pull back.
So, who is Matthew, exactly? He's an engineer who used to work on my old railway. He and I worked together for quite a while, before I left the railway and I went elsewhere. Ah, I get it. I'm surprised I've never heard of him. I've worked on this railway for a good 2 or 3 years, and I've never heard of him. Oh well, it's hardly surprising because I've been working here for most of that time. Haven't you wanted to get out and see the world, though? Oh, please, Samson, in all my years, I've seen quite a lot of the world. Well, I suppose that's true. I'm sure you must have had that moment at some point, eh? Well, as soon as I was locked in the shed, I knew that there must have been some sort of higher power keeping me from seeing a lot of the world. As you can imagine, spending several years in one stationary position has given me a lot of time to think. Oh, indeed, indeed. Oh, that must be him. Must be.
Afternoon, Ulstead Castle. These visitors would love a grand tour. Oh, hello there. Hello. Samson, old boy, it's been a while. It certainly has been, Matthew. It certainly has.
I'll tell you what. I'll drop up my coaches and that we can go and catch up, just like old times. What do you say to that? Very well, Matthew. Very well. That's good. Cheers. So, what have you been up to for this whole time?
Sitting in a shed? Oh, yes, quite.
It must have been quite lonesome, eh? Yeah, it was.
You seem glum. Isn't it great to be out and about in the world again?
Oh, it is. Things have just changed. Not like you would understand.
Just what are you getting at, exactly?
You don't know what it was like, do you?
Samson, if you have something to say, you better just say it, because I'm getting very confused.
Don't you remember Neil? At all?
Who the devil are you even talking about?
You don't even remember. Why should I even bother you with the details?
You're being so difficult right now, old boy. Out with it!
Neil was scrapped all because of you, Matthew. You were born so he could be scrapped.
Prithee tell me this, Samson. When was Neil's class built?
Around the same time mine was built. What's that got anything to do with...
When was that? It's got to be sometime around the 1850s, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't you think that at the time, no matter where he went, he was bound to be scrapped? Or you, or any of the other engines of the time?
Perhaps. I don't know.
Then don't be surprised he was scrapped, and both you and him were obsolete for years. I'm sorry it happened, Samson. I'm sorry I was new technology at the time, but I will not be held accountable for this engine's death. You hear me? No matter where Neil would have gone at the time, he would have been scrapped. You too. You're just lucky to have gotten away.
I've just been so cross about it for years. It's been in my mind all the time I spent in that shed. All those years I spent wasting away. And I told my best friend to escape, and look what happened.
It is not your fault, Samson. You cannot let that be your fault.
He didn't die because of you, Matthew. He died because of me. I am the reason. I am why he is dead.
You cannot pin that on yourself. You'll never forgive yourself for it.
And why should I forgive myself?
Samson, you have to realize that the world is constantly adapting and changing. It's not going to wait for you. As steam engines, we're all going through this. There's the constant pressure on us to be replaced by diesel. That's something we own and we need to live with as long as we are around. The best you could do is put on a smile and continue your work.
Where does that leave me? I'm over 150 years old, Matthew.
Well, I say this. Give Ulstead Castle a chance, okay? They seem like they'd love to keep you on, and I know it's easy to be discouraged when you've been rejected. Just keep at your work over here, okay? Things will turn out for the better if you do.
I will. I'm sorry I snapped at you.
It's alright. I'd be angry too if I was in your situation. Now, I must be off, but take care of yourself, alright?
Alright, I will. Thank you, Matthew.
It's no trouble. I'm very happy to have helped.
Samson took Matthew's words to heart, and thought about what he had said all the way back to the castle grounds. He made a tremendous effort to please, and Stephen, Millie, and particularly the Earl were very impressed. Samson officially joined the Ulstead Castle crew, and he couldn't be happier to finally be really useful once more. For Samson, it took Matthew's wake-up call and advice to show him that even though the world had changed in all the years of him being locked up, it didn't mean that he had no place. And to Samson, Ulstead Castle finally became that one place that he, like the rest of us all, have, that one place to call home. Showing visitors around the castle grounds, with the birds chirping and the sun shining on his warm boiler, Samson will forever be happy here.